want to be here.
Yeah.
He was here. If you were here, you would have no control. Here, his wrist took everything.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn. You like this?
Hotep and Grift.
Kanye on that drum. All right, so welcome back to Sunday's Corner, everybody. How you doing, sis? Welcome to the show.
Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming through. If it seems like, oh, she's not even giving these people intros. No, I don't give them intros. I let them speak for them damn selves.
I thought my plight in life was about saving the world until I realized I didn't have the skills or the tools to save myself.
Yep. If you're not activating now, then what are you doing? Wasting my time, wasting your time. So let's go. Until next week.
Welcome. Her name is Kim Clayson. Clap it up for Kim Clayson. Love it. Kim Clayson, ladies and gentlemen. There she is.
It does look good. We are going to be flipping seats. Like I said, a lot of the states did go through redistricting. Maryland was one of them, Florida, New Jersey. So we'll be flipping a lot of seats in really good areas.
Sonny Johnson.
Oh, is it on? Like, it ain't like I'm not loud enough. You can't hear it. You know, I can be loud without music. And that, you know, before that, I was always like, I'm Hotep adjacent. You know, I'd always say that. But when you got to that point, when I was like, okay, now it's Hotep.
What point did you get to?
Hotep the bill. The point where when you hit the realization that it's not about necessarily winning the argument or fighting with the left or fighting with, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not about that. Now, I'm going to create the platform where you can find the content.
These last 5 years of my life have been absolutely amazing, and Chad has been a mentor and helped shape my brain. So if they call me a radical, I've been radicalized by Chad. You can blame him. He's the one that turned me into an anarchist.
Who's the nigga black supremacy? Talking about you guys.
The person who made sure we were government compliant and made us a non-profit organization officially. Shout out to Trish. Did an amazing job helping me out. I really appreciate her. Shout out to Crypto Wendy for coming out. Thank you, Crypto Wendy. Wendy, shout out to Syscoin, our sponsor. You know, shout out to Brody McFarland.
Secret Service, my handler. Secret Service, arrogant like a mother.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there, you understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
Two, one, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
Yo.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
What's up, chat?
Hotep.
How y'all feeling, man? Welcome to the Grift Report here daily, 2 p.m. Y'all know what it is. We got a lot of grift to get into. I'm leaving for Hotep Con early today, so I'm going to end the show at 4 p.m. today. We're going to run through our topics and then open up phone lines. So hopefully I can get through the Grift Report today in an hour. And so I'm going to go ahead and let's get the festivities festive. Hold on, I got a lot of shit to cover today. I've added a new element to the show. It's called the Big Tech Update. So we're gonna do a Big Tech update. As I said before, as I start to craft this show around my own personal interests, you know, big tech and tech is one of my interests. So we're going to talk about big tech, and I think you guys will like that too. You like my insights into some of this stuff, and a lot of this stuff is going to tell us where our country is going as well. But before we get into that, I need my motherfucking theme music.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world There's rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, north of Richmond.
Yeah, we need the rap
I've
version.
been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the Grift Report. Shout out to Syscoin, my sponsor. The Medici family holding me down. Shout out to Jag, Alex, Nathan, TradFi Guy, 1DC. Appreciate y'all, man. Can't wait to see y'all at HotepCon. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, if y'all haven't downloaded the Pally wallet, don't forget Super Dap coming soon. Super Dap. Make sure you follow Super Dap on Twitter. Super Dap AI. It's right there. Super Dap AI is only one Super Dap, and Syscoin's got it. So make sure y'all go follow. See right here? Hit the follow button. Super Dap AI. All right, let's get into the big tech update. Got a bunch of stories here I want to run through really fast with the big tech update. Then we'll get into some of the bullshit news you guys like to follow. Let's go here. So here's a scoop. Twitter shuts down $100 million worth of promoted account ad business. So basically, this advertising model is worth about $100 million to them. And basically what happens is, it says here, promoted accounts are one of the old formats offered on the platform. The ads appear as text-based posts within the X timeline and include a follow button for the account promoting them. But follower ads, while easy to sell, are static. They don't leverage any of the multimedia tools like video that X is trying to lean into. Okay, so that's going to be going away. Shout out to all my advertisers. Next, Coinbase advocacy organization ahead of upcoming votes on key legislation. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I like, if you see me on any of the cryptocurrency platforms, I've spoken about this quite a few times, and I said, well, my overall philosophy is that the so-called Illuminati, lizard men, etc., operate through organizations and family. They're supremely organized, and they create committees, and they create organizations, and they create, societies. And I said the crypto community needs an organized society full of all types of attorneys to fight on our behalf in the court systems, the Supreme Court systems, Superior Court systems, all the different court systems across the nation. And Coinbase finally, after years of me yelling this, have decided to do this. It says dubbed the Stand With Crypto Alliance. Coinbase says the group is the crypto's first true grassroots movements that will be organized on chain. So, hopefully something good comes out of this. And, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need to organize and fight. Next, CoinDesk. Okay, here, it says right here, CoinDesk lays off 45% of editorial staff as it eyes deal to sell the company. So, key details here. It says crypto media company Coinbase reduced its workforce as parent company DCG plans to bring in strategic investors. Last month, DCG was reportedly close to finalizing a $125 million deal to sell a stake in the company led by crypto investor Matthew Rozak. DCG will retain a stake. There's a couple of different ways you could probably look at this news. You can look at it as bad news and say, maybe something's bad is happening in the crypto world. Obviously, we're in a bit of a stagnation, and Gary Gensler's being a little bitch. So, there's that way to look at it. Another way to look at it is just, a natural restructuring of a company. Also, I've spoken about this in the past too. When you're dealing with layoffs, you know, what the launch of a company looks like and the maintenance of a company. You know, so a launch would be like year one, and then, you know, 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line, whatever that may be, you don't need that much staff. You know, usually what they do is they overhire to get the launch to be super successful, to cover every single angle. And then once everything's launched, if you ever launched a company, you know how much work is front loaded. And then once things are kind of going, you don't really need that much staff. So this could be another situation where they're organizing their company, et cetera, et cetera. What is the CEO here? CEO says the purpose of the meeting is to inform everyone that today several roles, predominantly in our media team, were impacted by a reduction in force. This is an incredibly difficult message to send everyone over email, yet I also want everyone at CoinDesk to know as soon as possible what is happening. This was a required step to ensure a financially sound business moving forward and to set us on a path to close a deal to sell CoinDesk Inc. So, like I said, some restructuring here, right? And if you're going to sell the company to somebody else, they're going to look at it and they're going to go, well, this company's kind of fat. I need you to trim the fat, make it lean, so I don't have this huge overhead once I take this on. So it says the media company is laying off 20 people here, which is about 45% of its editorial staff. So maybe 25 people still remain or something like that. So they got a $125 million deal. And bringing on new investors. It says here, with positive momentum and feedback from the market, we have held discussions with numerous interested parties over the last few months, and these processes are progressing. Okay. So DCG operates a number of companies across the cryptocurrency spectrum, looking for new investors for its crypto exchange Luno. Subsidiary company Genesis Capital was among the lenders. So in January, Genesis filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, listing over 100,000 creditors with liabilities in the range of $1.2 billion and $11 billion. Let me just put this on the desk. If anybody wants to invest in an AI company, let me know. Minimum buy-in's probably like 100,000. So if you want to invest in an AI company that the technology itself is worth millions. So technically you could get in and we can sell the company and make money just off selling the technology, but we don't want to do that. I think we have fabulous technology. So if you want to get in, let me know. I'll send you the details on that. Next, Google is planning to beat OpenAI. So Google's ramping up their AI development situation. Okay, so I have to pay to get this. But the main thing about this new endeavor, Gemini, is that I particularly liked is obviously going to add images. So you're going to be able to create images with Google's AI. And then also voice command. You're going to voice command the AI, which I've been waiting on. I knew that would come at some point. So now you're going to be like Tony Stark speaking to Jarvis, right? That's the type of situation that's going to happen here. So that's really good news. As far as I'm concerned, you know, I like AI. So yeah, that covers our big tech update. What y'all think about the big tech update? Y'all like that? Y'all want me to add more to that? Y'all want that daily? Y'all gonna get that daily, man. What up, Don Day? You got your master focus? Salute. Don Day got his master focus. Take it daily. Take it daily with a meal. How's he broke if he's working overtime? Checking on my chatters here. Doctor visit today. The vet is sidelined. Get well, Rudy. Prayer hands up in the chat for Rudy, please. Got into a bad car accident. Wishing him wealth and health. V Trizzle said, I thought you were going on Tim Pool a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it got postponed. They're trying to find somebody for me to debate. So it got postponed. It's Hotep Con Eve all through Vegas. Not a mall can stop or a mall can tame us. Salute. I'll be there in a few hours, man. What is Goldstein talking about? Oh man, Goldstein, are you serious? That's all it took, Goldstein, for you to be a fan of that guy? Lord have mercy. Retro Neon. Hey, Hotep, where should I buy beef from if WEF, World Economic Forum, puts more crap in the beef so that we can become allergic to it? Local. Go local. Find, your local farmer. You can get it, straight from the farm. That's your best bet. I was supposed to have a beef sponsor, but I guess they didn't want to get down. I told them, I was like, yo, man, I eat during my streams. It would be perfect. So, yeah, anyway. Want to get to the Grift Report stories. We got to talk about these black women. Real quick, let's look at this COVID update. So, YouTube's on some bullshit. Basically what they're saying here is they no longer have a COVID-19 policy, but they expanded the policy to ban any medical information that contradicts the WHO or CDC regarding substances and prevention, treatment, or denial of health conditions. So basically, they don't have a COVID-19 policy, but if you dare, Doe is calling me. Yo, what up, yo? Yo,
this Doe, bro.
What up? We live. What's good?
And you on the show?
Yeah, we on the show.
Oh, my fault. I'm already in town, but just when I'm done recording, I'm gonna text you.
All right. Is everything okay?
I just gotta check in. I had a little hiccup there, so I just gotta text you about that.
There's your name. Your name should be on the list, no?
Yeah, it is, but they talking like bread and all that, so I just had to talk to you about that.
All right, tell them put it on my card.
All right, just use your first and last.
The Hotep Con account.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right. Joe Dude's gonna be there. Hotep Con. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's get into it. So it's not a COVID-19 policy, but if you talk about COVID-19 in a way that contradicts the WHO, then it's still the same thing. So this is a crock of bullshit. Fuck YouTube. And I mean that to the bottom of my heart. And I don't talk about my people over there. But we're trying to transfer from YouTube and move over to Rumble. So if you can view us on Rumble, if you can become a member, not on YouTube, but become a member on Locals, HotepJesus.locals.com. That's highly appreciated. All my BTS and clips will be there, and all of my HotepCon BTS will be on my Locals. So you'll be able to follow me around this weekend and lots of good stuff. All right, where are we at? So that's that. So yeah, don't contradict the WHO, because how dare you contradict the globalists. Okay, so DD Geopolitics says here, MI6 has trained a squadron of Ukrainians to be sent to Africa, according to Russian media. RA reported that British Secret Intelligence Service MI6 has prepared to send a sabotage unit of Ukrainian militants to Africa. RIA reports that the Kiev authorities in July instructed the Security Service of Ukraine and the Defense Intelligence of Ministry of Defense to provide assistance to representatives of MI6 and British Special Unit SAS in the selection of 100 fighters from the Ukrainian formations with significant combat experiences to disrupt Russian activities in Africa. RIA added that the squad's tasks include sabotage and elimination of African leaders oriented toward interaction with Russia. So, usually, in modern times, wars are not fought they're fought in quote unquote neutral territory, or, for example, if the United States wants to go to war with Russia, they won't do it in Russia, they'll do it in Ukraine, right? They want to go to war with Russia, they'll do it in Africa, right? Nobody's attacking their homelands. So, yeah, that's that. Let's go back. Just a quick update on Africa. Keep your eye on Africa. Shit's about to hit the fan. Also, I saw a video the other day about real estate and houses in Africa. Some white dude, and I said, "Yup, the migration to Africa is already starting, and white people are probably going to beat black people to Africa in the migration, but you're not going to beat me."
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I'm definitely going to get me a nice compound in Africa at some point. Which will be my main residence. Not to say I will, completely vacate the United States, but my main residence will definitely be in Africa. Continuing on, mostly because I just get more house, right? Get more house and whatever. Anyway, Let me ask you this. What kind of fire melts steel like this? For those in paramedics and have dealt with cars on fire, when have you seen metal like this before? So there's some images here of, looks like molten car. Just dripping down. I don't know what the hell's going on here. And I'm no metallurgist. I actually do not have much of a background in burning things. So let's see what the thread says here. Jordan Kabalka says, looks like aluminum and needs to be approximately 1,220 degrees Fahrenheit to melt. According to ThyssenKrupp, that is insane. Direct energy weapons or some sort of planned attack happened. This guy here says, my bet. Hold on, let me make sure you guys can see this good. This guy here says, my bet is the weapon uses frequencies in the 50 hertz band to accelerate the atoms in metal and wires. We've all seen crowd control sound generators to disperse unruly crowds. The frequency is so high it vibrates the cells in the body, causing pain. Amplify the sound beam up 10,000 in directional weapon, and the vibration melts steel. They could have easily adjusted it to incinerate flesh and bones. This would literally burn the entire body into ash. Now, really fast, this is how I thought the pyramids were built. I thought the pyramids were built with sound technology, but that's another story for another day. Wouldn't that be aluminum and not steel? This person says engine blocks and components are made of aluminum. Aluminum melts at 1,220 degrees. So Maui's looking funky. I told y'all it was an alien invasion attack. I told y'all this the other day, and my theory still stands. Moving on, Discord. Discord has a major data breach. Hackers stole data from, what is this? 760,000 users. So if you are trying to communicate in the Hotep chat, well, it's down. Discord's down. And I looked at the message from Discord, and is it here on their homepage? Okay, yeah, here it is. So basically, potentially sensitive information, for all my guys. Basically, they say your username, your Discord ID, your email address, your billing address, if you've ever installed that, and your salted and hashed password. And they said, in regards to this, it said, this should only concern a small number of people. From before, we exclusively offered Discord as a login option starting in 2018. While your password was encrypted to industry standards, it was not unique. If it was not unique, we urge you to update it on any other site it might be similar to. So you might need to do some password updates. So yeah, Discord got hacked, and the information was sold on the black market or something to that effect. Karine Jean-Pierre made a blunder, major blunder. Here she is. She thought she was tweeting from Biden's account. Unfortunately, she was not. As you can see here, investing in America means investing in all of America. When I ran for president, I made a promise that I would leave no part of the country behind, and this message has since been deleted, allegedly. And there's the screenshots I haven't been able to confirm, but so many people have confirmed it, I have to believe it. But again, she's press secretary, so she's going to handle all messaging coming out of the White House, so that makes sense that she's running the president's account. But again, we don't expect Biden to be running anything. He definitely can't run, period. So yeah, is anybody surprised at this? Karine, you got to be more careful, as you log in and out of these different accounts. You got to do better, sis. You got to do better. You can't be messing up. You're the first black press secretary. Do better, lady, But again, when these messages come out and it's like Biden is writing as if he's saying it, that's just not Biden. I really don't think most of the time it's definitely not him. Okay, let's go. Let's get ratchet. Let's see what's going on here. People are saying this person, a black Karen accuses Indonesian business of stealing black culture. Let's see. Hotep Jesus will tell you right now, did these people actually steal black culture. But before we get into this, let me check on my chatters, make sure everything's going good. See what y'all talk about. I know y'all got jokes. Karine Jean-Pierre doxed herself. Yeah, that's some crazy shit, bro. That's the crazy shit. Wildfires burn at 1472. Okay, so it could be a wildfire. Hawaii realtors fire. Lord have mercy. Laser beams, space lasers. Let me check on my rumblers. Where my rumblers at? Tasha Kayleen, what up? All right, let's get into it. Let's see.
Question, is this black owned?
No.
Okay, interesting.
So she says first thing she asked before going in is this black owned? Just to confirm, I guess.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Olivia?
Yeah, Taro Slush.
Got you. It's coming up right now.
Question, are you guys black owned?
We're all Indonesian.
Okay, do you think using this, you guys are not using black culture to gain attention?
Not at all.
You don't think this is black culture?
I think
Is this Asian?
everyone
Is this Asian culture?
The common house is definitely an Asian culture. That's
No, but it's a trap house though. Is that Asian
That's not a
culture?
trap house.
Yes, it is.
That's the I can show you where it's inspired from.
Trap tea, the boba plug. You're using black culture to gain customers. This establishment is not black owned, but you're stealing black culture. Is this not black culture? Trap tea, the boba plug? No, you're thieves. Asian people stealing black culture once again. It's okay, you'll be exposed though. You're not black owned. You're stealing black culture.
Thank you for coming.
No, I came here because I thought it was black owned. That's why I came here. So my friends, I'm supporting a black business. This is not black owned. This is not black owned. Asians stealing black culture. Once again, you're a coon. Don't talk.
I'm a coon.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Once again, you're a coon. Don't talk.
You're a coon, don't talk. Somebody give me that. I need that. Somebody clip me that audio. You're a coon, don't talk. I need that. Before we do anything. Somebody clip me that audio. This is old. I need that audio. I need the audio ASAP. ASAP.
I'm a coon. You already spent
because I didn't know it was black owned.
You already spent money on them.
I already did.
Because I'm tired of people.
Because you're a coon.
All right. Let's dive into the nuance of this. Let's answer the question. Let's start there. Did these people steal or appropriate black culture? The answer to that question is unequivocally yes.
Hotep.
They did. I mean, you calling shit the plug and the trap. This is black culture. It is black culture. It has definitely come out of hip hop, rap culture. It has. With that being said, let's dive into the morality of things. Well, Asians bootleg. That's what they do. Like, they're notorious for bootlegging. In fact, there's a really good book called what is it? Hold on, I'll find it. Oh man, what was it? What was this book? Hold on, I gotta search in books. Books. Okay, books. Damn, what was the name of this book? I read this a while back. Oh man. Hold on, I gotta go to my recent orders. I got this on the bookshelf upstairs somewhere. And I'm only, I'm always gonna have like some let's go. When did I get this? I think 2021 or before. But in this book, it was a marketing book, a business book about launching businesses and, just, damn, I bought a lot of books. It's got a yellow cover and I can't remember the author. Maybe I bought it in 2020 or 2019. I know some of y'all sitting there like, we don't care, Hotep, just continue on. Now, this is very important. This is very important. I promise you. This is one of the most important books I've ever read. And it's important for me to educate my audience and make sure you guys are privy to the information that I get. But basically what the book was talking about was how China and Asia is notorious for bootlegging. Absolutely notorious. So, what some people will say is, oh, it's not cultural appropriation. And, all right, just narrowed my search down to books. And then, that was another really good book. It's a really geeky book. So people might want to automatically react and go, oh my God, how dare you accuse these people of cultural appropriation. You're a victim. Is this it? No, that's not it. Wow, it's not even in my not in my my history. I just narrowed my search to books. Not there. What the fuck? Yeah, that book. Yeah. Another good book was 48 Laws of Power. I read that 5 times. 4 or 5, give or take. Definitely 4. Damn, what was that book? Anyway, it's something about piracy. And anyway, I'm not going to find it. It's not there. I can't find it. But, so what some people will say is, oh, how dare she accuse these people of cultural appropriation? And I'm just like, Asians are known for that shit. That's what they do. They jack your shit. That's just what they do. You come out with a phone, there's going to be a duplicate in China. You come out with a new sneaker, there's going to be a duplicate in China. Like, they will jack your shit. So either if you say something to the effect of that this is not, either you're ignorant of Asians and how they operate in business, or you just want to ignore facts. But these are the facts. We all know this to be true. No? Do we not know this? Steph Colonel said Asian women used to stay in the East Orange ShopRite back in the day selling bootleg DVDs. Yeah, they were notorious for bootlegging DVDs. Absolutely. You went to the Asian man to get your bootlegs, right? So, you're going to have your people who, you're gonna go, oh, Hotep, that's such a bad take. You know, what are you, some kind of libtard now and all of that shit? And I'm like, nah, I don't get into all that bullshit like you guys get caught up in. You know, your influencers, you know, have you in a binary mind frame where it's either this or that, and there's no nuance anymore. I like to dive into the nuance of things. And the fact of the matter is, if they're using hip hop culture to promote their stuff, they've jacked it. Now, let's talk about the girl. You know, she's trying to purify the culture, protect the culture. Now, I wouldn't personally do something like this, but if somebody wanted to run down on the Asians and call them out, like I gotta be honest with you, yo. When it comes to the Asian invasion of black communities, it's not really an invasion, but it just sounds good, right? The Asian invasion of black communities is something that it needs a Vice documentary, old Vice. It needs it needs biographies, because it's a serious problem where they come into our communities, and not to say that it's not our fault. We definitely have a issue with this, but many different. You got the Sikhs, you got the Muslims, and you got the Asians, and they come into black communities. They open up Chinese food shops, and they open up liquor stores, and delis, bodegas, and gas stations and 7-Elevens. And it seems like much of the wealth of the community goes into these places, and that's why I say it's not all on them. However, that money does not, outside of taxes, come back into the community. They're not reinvesting. So if you're somebody, you know, like this Asian shop who has culturally appropriated, you should want to like invest into black people in that community. Since you are borrowing from their culture and you're getting rich off their culture, and the people are coming there because they like what you've done. But the next level of this conversation, like that's the lower level of this conversation. The next level of this conversation is culture is meant to be shared. And you can't really operate in America unless you steal parts of people's culture. Black people steal parts of everyone's culture. White people steal parts of everyone's culture. We all steal from each other. I remember once upon a time, my bad, if you said my bad, that was considered Ebonics. It was looked down upon, and it was poor English. Now, my bad is something white people say in business meetings, okay? So is that culturally appropriation? I don't know. I think it's it comes through osmosis, right? Like it just, you know, just from being together, we sort of, you know, borrow from each other. My issue is when black people do stuff like this, I need you to be an African purist, right? I don't know what this lady looks like. So I need you to be actively learning an African language. I need you to be actively wearing anything other than European garb. That includes anything European that comes from an European style designer. And wearing, I wanted to see you in traditional African clothing 24/7 if you're going to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? The problem is a lot of these people, they run around with, you know, these wigs and weaves on with Gucci on, and they're mad when somebody is borrowed from their culture. And I'm like, you got Gucci on, that shit's fucking Italian. Like, where we at with this shit, you know? So, cultural appreciation, I like that word better. Yeah, cultural appreciation. You know, I think the bigger issue with Asians is the hiring, right? They won't hire from the community. They only hire their own. And I get that. You know, you should definitely practice some sort of nepotism. I get that. But I didn't see any black employees at this place. I saw Asian people and I saw white people. And I got one more point to make after this. But I didn't see any black people hired there. I would love to see that. Also, this guy didn't get to a chance to explain himself. So it's not black owned, but maybe, you know, his best friend's black and he invested in the business. So it's like partly black owned or some shit like, I don't know. Last point I want to make is Indonesians is black.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
We was Indonesians, okay? We was Indonesians. We was Vietnamese. We was Hawaiians. We was Polynesians. So these motherfuckers are very much our cousins. You ever notice that, especially the Philippine folk, are very much into black culture and very much into the artistic side of things, the graffiti, the artwork, the dance. These people have a strong African presence in them. So when you see these Asians like Indonesians who use this hip hop trap culture, it's because they actually are appreciating it. So it is cultural appreciation, as Jay Pylon said, right? So there is some factor here where it says, yo, dude's pushing culture forward by putting these things in his shop, right? And why are they appreciated? I'm sure when you get in that dude's car, he's probably bumping Young Thug, or he's probably listening to hip hop majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they get in the car and they turn on Indonesian music or, you know, some country song or some rock music. No, these guys are probably spending on black brands at some point, spending at black concerts, streaming black music. So in some way, some fashion, they are giving back. And that's why, you know, this conversation has so much nuance to it. And so I wanted to cover all spectrums. You know, I'm never going to be one-sided. So I covered the spectrum where this is bad, and I just covered the spectrum where this is good, right? And we have to look at it like that. What else did I want to add to that? There was another point I wanted to make. Oh, J.A. said Filipinos came up with the zoot suit back in the day. That's correct. That's correct. The zoot suit that all the black brothers was wearing, you see it in the Malcolm X movie with Denzel. He was wearing the zoot suit. That came straight out of the Philippines, you know. Filipino people made that shit popular. So, yeah, I don't want to do the whole... Oh, this is what I want to say. I think her approach was wrong. I think her approach was atrocious. Mostly because if I would have had a problem, and let's say I was recording, let's say, you know, we was pulling the Starbucks stunt and I'm recording or whatever, right? I would want to hear a good argument from the other side. She never let him speak. You know, it was like, hey, is this black owned? He's like, no. And she's like, this is cultural appropriation. And then she just started spazzing, right? And it's just like, that's not diplomacy. I would love to see somebody handle this situation in a diplomatic manner to where at the end of the conversation, we find a resolution and a solution and say, hey, look, maybe I'll invest in, you know, we'll take a portion of our proceeds and we'll give to a nonprofit in this community. We'll sponsor the boys' football team, you know, underprivileged kids who can't afford the soccer team. We'll buy equipment, right? Like, it could have had some resolution, but really what it was, seemed to me, is she was very emotional and she went in there to get an aha moment and not really to find resolution. You get what I'm saying? So overall, I think it's a very poor performance on her behalf. I've covered all angles on that. Let's go back. So sad that we have to have these conversations. All right, let's get into the story of the day. The black women taking down Trump. Here are their faces right here. Hold on. So Boyce Watkins says they love to use black people as pawns for the Democratic Party agenda. They then get to use the pain of racism to get our votes and let our inner cities fall into ruins. This is nonsense. So Minister Japp would call Boyce Watkins, I believe it's Minister Japp. If I'm wrong, I apologize. He would call him Moist Watkins, right? And Boyce Watkins has a bad reputation in the manosphere community for being a simp. I can't corroborate that, but I did notice something about this. It's given simp. It's given off simp because he said they love to use black people. He says black people here. This ain't black people. This is black women. Why didn't he say black women? Not only did he choose to use the word, the term black people instead of black women, the image says black women. These three black women are holding Donald Trump accountable. Black women. How many times have y'all heard me, chat? In the chat, I want y'all to put a number. How many times have y'all heard me say black women are the guard dogs for the Democratic Party? This is who they go get to do their dirty work. And it saddens me to see this. Every time the Democrats need some dirty work done, they call a black woman. Every single time. Leave us alone. Leave my women alone. They do this every single time. And in Trump's case, it's no different. So when I first saw this, I said, well, who are these black women? And I found this article, August 14, 2023. Let's put this on your screen. Then we're going to open up phone lines. If you want to get in on the phone lines, you better get in line because I'm leaving early today. Text HOTEP in your name to 202-596-5631, 202-596-5631. Text HOTEP in your name and we'll get you in line. So it says, getting indicted by Fani Willis must be sending Donald Trump through the roof. Willis has made it clear that Trump's status as a former president of the United States means nothing to her and that she won't be intimidated by him. So here she is, Miss Fani Willis, right? Black woman. Now, I had not gotten a chance because I've been running around for HotepCon. I had not gotten a chance to do my highlights. But we're going to skim through this article before we go to phone calls. Let's see what they're saying here. Monday was the fourth time this year that a prosecutor has persuaded a grand jury to indict Trump. This time, however, Fani Willis, the district attorney in Fulton County, Georgia, a black woman, is in charge of the prosecution and given Trump's history of hurling. No, we don't care. What are the facts? Where are the facts? Okay, here we go. Willis isn't the only black female. Let's highlight that. That's an important sentence right here. Willis isn't the only black female prosecutor who has Trump fuming. New York Attorney General, Uncle Hotep would say Letitia. That's Letitia. Letitia James has filed a $250 million lawsuit against the Trump organization, accusing it of fraud. Black women. Says, though he's known for insulting people across the board, Trump seems to particularly enjoy targeting black women. I don't know what the fuck they talking about with this, but let's see. From black women in politics, such as, oh, come the fuck on. You going to cherry pick? Kamala's his opponent. Maxine Waters is his opponent. Of course he... Anyway. Frederica Wilson of Florida, to black women in the media such as April Ryan and Abby Phillips. Trump has hurled a litany of insults over the years. He even called former White House staffer Omarosa, the black woman who once defended him against charges, a crazed, crying low life and a dog. See, they try to make it seem like this was like all racially targeted. It's not, as you can see. This is like, because Omarosa is part of his cabinet. Now all of a sudden y'all want to protect Omarosa. Now y'all want to use Omarosa. Before she was a coon. Now she's not a coon no more. Anyway, so now, okay, so this article has now turned into all the times Trump has targeted a black woman, I guess. So what did he do this time? So he referred to her as a hustler. That's bad. That harassment led to death threats against him and forced Freeman to leave her home out of fear for her safety, I guess. Drawing from a nasty stereotype that black women are sexually licentious and untrustworthy. He just made an especially nasty and baseless ad attacking her. Willis has called the ad derogatory and false. What? See, I love when they make these accusations and then don't back it up, right? What did she say? What did he say about Willis? What did he say? Willis, the first woman to serve as district attorney in Fulton County, graduate of Emory Law School, first term as district attorney, during more than a decade as an assistant district attorney. So this is like a little quick bio. So it says, not only did she inherit a backlog of time-sensitive cases that have been delayed by the pandemic, But she was still in her first week on the job when Trump's infamous call with Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger was leaked. That's a conversation in which Trump asked Raffensperger to find the additional 11,780 votes. That is still pending. We know we're going to get an announcement from Trump on Monday, which is supposed to be damning. But look at this. She comes into office with a backlog of time-sensitive cases, but Trump's at the top of the pile? Of course he is. Of course he is. Willis opened her investigation shortly afterward. Okay, so because Trump says something about the votes, now she's like, oh, now I got to attack. I got to go and attack. Somebody probably hit her. Or she might have volunteered. A lot of these black women volunteer to do this work. They just hate Trump. They work for the Democrats. They don't need marching orders. Okay, let's break this down. There has been, what would we call this? An emotional implant, a parasitic emotional implant. And I would say it begins in grade school, continues through high school, but in college is where it really begins to truly take form and have this hate for white people, and then it becomes refined and it's against Republicans. Okay. Now, this pain body, this parasitic emotional implant, now allows the woman to operate on a democratic timeline autonomously where she doesn't need much direction. It's just like you just point and then she goes. But at this point, they've already pointed. She learned that in college. So now she moves along in life. And she's like, listen, anything red that moves, I'm going to target. If it's Trump, I'm going to target. We have to win the election. We have to win the election. You know, they're brainwashed into thinking, you know, society should be one way. They're brainwashed into thinking America should be one way when really it's never been what it should be and may never become what it needs to be. But, you know, these women would definitely lean more towards socialist policies as opposed to a capitalist solution for many of these ailments we have in America. Let's see what else it says here. So she opened her investigation shortly afterward and has appeared to be unfazed even in the face of threats. She explained, we actually live in a society where Lady Justice is blind and that it doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, black, white, Democrat, or Republican. If you violated the law, you're going to be charged. So that's what she's trying to say here. The investigations continued as felony counts against Trump rise. The cheating scandal in Atlanta schools wasn't the only time Willis has used Georgia's racketeer. So there's the RICO case. And a lot of this stuff, you know, means nothing until we get the statement from Trump Monday. Maybe I'll go there. Where is Bedminster? Because it's supposed to be in Bedminster. And I don't even know where Bedminster is. Let me, maybe I'll go there. How far is Bedminster? Oh, shit. Oh. 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 Guess who might go see Trump? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not too far. Somebody give me an address. Somebody give me an address. I'm going to pull up on Trump. Give me an address ASAP. It's not too far from me. It's not too far from me. I could get there. I could get there. Y'all want me to go see Trump Monday? Should I go see Trump Monday? That means there's not going to be no Grift Report, though. Well, technically it could. Technically, I could get to him. He's going to have his thing by 11, and I can be back home in time for the Grift Report, actually. Actually. I like that. I like that. That's what we might do. Anyway, let's go to the phone lines. 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. If you'd like to participate in the calls, I'm going to need you to text HOTEP in your name to that number. And then that'll put you in line for phone calls. 202-596-5631. And I'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
Goldstein on the line. What up, bro?
What's happening?
What's happening?
Hotep Con Eve, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. It's finally here. I'll be getting on the plane in a few hours.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna keep this brief so I can get out your way. But I got a question for you. When the fuck did trap shit become part of black culture to where you got a cape for it that goddamn hard?
Oh shit, here we go.
When did that happen? Was I asleep? It had to happen when I was asleep. 'Cause, listen, I used to be significantly entrenched in trap culture. And one thing I never considered it was black shit. Nigga shit, yeah, but black shit, nah. Have some respect.
Well,
right?
what is the trap?
Motherfucker sitting in the trap house selling dope.
Correct.
Yeah. That's worldwide. Dope selling been going on for a long time. Ain't nobody got exclusive rights to that shit.
But we are one that came up with the term the trap.
True, we came up with the term, but you could call that shit any goddamn thing.
That's true.
And doesn't make it yours. I mean, not
the languages.
You can't synonymously link it to black folks because black folks go past the language.
But the terms is what we're talking about here, right? So, for example, they're one of their drinks is called the plug, right? White folks don't use that terminology. They don't say, "Oh, I'm about to hit the plug."
They don't.
That's That's an exclusively black thing. Also, those words have transcended drug culture. The trap don't always mean the trap. Musicians mean, when they say, "Oh, I'm in the trap," sometimes they're talking about the studio where they're recording. And if they say the plug, that could be the producer where they get their beats from. So it has transcended drug culture.
Facts. But look.
And it's still exclusively black.
Well, look, this is fun. It's funny because this is how language usually works. Trap meant something when white folks said it. It meant something else when black folks say it. And because language evolves and it transcends the original meaning, now it means something when them motherfucking Asians are saying it. Evolved in that direction now. And it may be similar to what we meant, but they selling tea. So let them niggas have it. Because look, at the end of the day, and no, they should not be paying into no goddamn nothing for black communities or none of that, because last time I checked, ain't no heavy amount of Last Dragon dollars going into the math Olympics. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they ain't paying into math Olympics and all the other shit that Asians is into and their kids. And them that's as appropriated as it gets, the Last Dragon. The nigga's name was Bruce Leroy. Come on.
Big facts.
I mean, we share shit. we do this, and when bitches like that show up, all I think of is you ever seen them videos where the big nigga walks into a store, just big swole ass nigga, and just walks into a store and kicks the food out of some fat nigga's hand?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, that's what should have happened to that bitch's phone.
She was rude. But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a time and a place to gatekeep your culture?
Yes.
What is that? What is that time and place?
When the culture that is being borrowed from or taken from or stolen from is something of substance, because it's that substance that those people need. That's why they formulated the culture. So when that substance is being leached off of, that's when it's okay to gatekeep the shit. But if it's frivolous shit, if it's just bullshit like that, nigga, let them have that motherfucking shit. Ain't no substance there. Ain't nobody really.
It's
doing
capitalism.
much with that.
It's capitalism. That's a lot of substance.
Yeah, but you're gonna be able to make just as much money off of saying trap for your product as they are off of theirs. You know what I mean? There's no limit to that shit. Because like I said, it's not substance. It's not a finite resource like diamonds.
Right.
Or no shit like they robbing from over there in Africa.
Right.
Which was very much a part of our culture.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna gatekeep some shit, make sure it's of substance.
I would say this. I would say if you going to gatekeep, do it with diplomacy. You know? Yeah. Don't just run in there acting all willy-nilly, Black Karen situation, trying to go viral. You know, don't do it like that. You know, do you agree with that? Like, where you could just go in there and say, hey, listen, you know, even with the cameras off, hey, listen, bro, can I holler at you real fast? You know, I see what you're doing over here, and, you know, you got your hustle, and I respect your hustle. But I also notice, you know, the borrowing from hip hop culture, and I appreciate that you enjoy our culture. Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to make a negotiation with you. Hey, you know, since you're borrowing from our culture, you know, maybe you'd like to invest in some of the hip hop artists in this area, and begin to use this as a place to promote hip hop music and local acts. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's how you get shit done.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
You know, that's how I would have handled this.
Yeah.
Let's turn what could be a negative into a positive.
That's very much how you get shit done, because the way she did it, it could easily lend, tinfoil Koofy take, it could easily lend to the idea that that was his homegirl trying to drive business to that location, because it damn sure will do that. Negative press is still press.
Yes.
And a whole shit ton of motherfuckers that hate niggas, like Elijah Schaefer, will end up getting their tea from there. Yeah. So it's just one of them things. So you leave yourself open to people interpreting shit that way. But the other way, substantive. It gets shit done.
Yeah.
Now, as for Maui, everybody's talking about lasers. Everybody's talking about aliens. But last time I checked, bro, I mean, and there's historical precedence for this. Last time I checked, you know, there was a wicked nation named Sodom and Gomorrah, a couple nations. Remember them?
Here we go.
How come that option ain't on the table? How come that option ain't on the table? Maybe, just maybe, some motherfucking judgment is being rained down upon America. Maybe.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Huh? Look, right here in Arizona, bro, around the same time them fires was kicking, there was a cyber attack. And it was at the Phelps Dodge mine. They had to shut that hole down. And they were actually asking for ransom, right? Now, I think the Phelps Dodge mine is like the third biggest copper mine in the world. So it's pretty significant.
Uh-huh.
You know, and Arizona's the copper state, so that's what they do, copper. Yeah. And this bitch was under a cyber attack, And then now you got this new fucking COVID variant that I hope none of y'all come back with on your travels. Godspeed. But this XBB variant that they talking about, you know what I mean? All these things happening at once. Yeah, it could very well be distraction, or yeah, it could very well be the Lord sending some signs. Not the cyber attack, but the other shit.
Yeah.
So I think we should keep our minds open to that possibility and not just automatically assume that it's the Twitter narrative of aliens or Jewish space lasers. Gotta keep our minds open.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, bro. You
this
seen
a
the
real
fucking
Hotep brother.
You seen what happened out there. Everybody talking about, well, we can't explain this. Well, maybe them goddamn angels can. Maybe, just maybe, there was somebody in Oprah's motherfucking cellar out there that shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of weird shit going on. All them celebrity homes, they did stay untouched for the most part, so that's kind of weird. But maybe their fucking portion of the judgment is a little bit more severe than just their house burning down.
Well, do me a favor. If anybody asks you, what did Hotep Jesus say? You tell them it was aliens and Chinese space lasers.
Okay.
That's what you tell them. I said
Space lasers.
Chinese space lasers.
Okay, I gotta make sure that I clarify.
Like when I cook up Ghosty, when I cook up propaganda, I cook up the best propaganda. And that's why I be wanting the right-wing grifters. I know a lot of them watch and they producers watch, but you got to be good with your propaganda. Did you peep what I just did there?
I did.
You know what I'm saying? Hawaii's right there. It's not hard to believe.
Back.
It's also plausible, and it gets the base riled up. It gets some of the heat off your back. You know what I'm saying? These are the excuses you'll be getting to see, right? In the conspiracy theory world. That's why when you watch Hotep Jesus, you can't watch me with your two eyes. You gotta watch me with your third eye, because I'm dropping hints and clues. So people that can see, they're seeing a whole other dimension to this show that some people just aren't seeing. Okay. Some people, if you pay attention, open your third eye, get your master focus, cleanse your brain. Listen, you'll be able to see. You see what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, when we take a look at the responses to these things, Sodom and Gomorrah is an excellent response. First of all, let me just acknowledge that. It's an excellent response. However, you know me, I don't like to lend credence to them old Abrahamic stories and shit. I'm a Hotep. We going back to the Nile Valley. If I don't know what it was in the Nile Valley, I'm not using y'all shit until I can make the connections. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm in that headspace, then yes, Sodom and Gomorrah. In Islam, they call them jinns.
Yes.
They call them jinns. Yeah.
Now,
just to bridge off of that, these things are what? Aliens. They are aliens.
The jinn is not a demon. I want people to understand that right away. The jinn is not a demon. The demons are very different than the jinn.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, tell us more. Tell us more about the jinn.
The jinn was a creation outside of humanity, but also outside of the demon. They sit on the shoulder. They entice them to do things that they're not supposed to do. Sometimes they entice them to do the right thing too, though. Whereas just demons are evil continually. Jinn is where they get the name genie from.
I've heard that before. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what supposedly the genie was.
Yeah.
Jinn.
Right.
And these motherfuckers, like you said, are aliens.
Yeah.
Interdimensional physical beings.
Mm-hmm.
Or interplanetary, depending on how you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, listen, I want to fucking wish y'all the best out there. Be safe in your travels. Don't do anything I would not do. And that's a very small list, so you should be straight. And I want to also give a shout out to the first black female president, Karine Jean-Pierre. Hotep and Bill.
Oh shit. He called Corinne Jean-Pierre the first black female president. Oh shit. That's funny. Rudy, go ahead, yo. We got Rudy, Tari, and Jack. Goldstein done did it again. He done did it again. We still got to get Goldstein moms up on the platform, though. That's a goal. That's a goal. I need to hear everything she's saying, because she probably the one closest to all of this shit. She probably know every fucking thing going on. You think she crazy? Nope. You don't want Jen around. Like, I was around somebody who was, I forget who it was, but we was watching somebody speak, right? And I'm listening to the person just rant, just a long ass conspiracy theory rant, like 15 minutes. You know, so they was already started, like, they're probably like 3 minutes into this rant, okay? And then the other person's like, started cutting them off because there were inaccuracies in what they were saying. And I had to stop and be like, nah, chill. I want all of this stream of consciousness. I'll filter out what's fake. Give me some new shit. Every other bar, it was like some fake shit, some new shit, some fake shit, some new shit. You know, like, and it's not even fake, or like in chess, you have mistakes, then you got inaccuracies and you got blunders, right? So inaccuracy is like, it's not too bad, but it's inaccurate, right? So, you know, he had a couple of inaccuracies, you know, outdated conspiracy theories. But for the most part, I was like, go off, you know? So sometimes when people are talking, especially like when people come on my platform and they talk, and people be like, yo, how come you ain't, you know, check them when they said this? And I'm like, because it's inconsequential, it's unimportant, it's irrelevant to what we are talking about. Like, if we're talking about X, right, and they are use, you know, some Y, and it has an inaccuracy on it, I don't give a fuck, because it's not X. Tell me your point. You know, what's the end result of your thought? You know, if you can't get to your point, it doesn't matter how you got there, because there is no point. Like, some people talk and they never make a point, right? You ever just hear somebody talk, and they never make a point? It's like, well, what's your point? Like, get to the point. That's what that whole saying comes from. Get to the point. So, like, when you hearing the points people are making, it's like, okay, he had a couple of inaccuracies, but that's a good fucking point. Inaccuracy, some factual shit. Oh, that's a good point. So when, like, sometimes people come up here and they say a lot of stuff that might be inaccurate, myself included. I went on the first time I was on Joe Rogan, I said a whole bunch of inaccurate shit. Shit still went viral. Shit still evergreen as shit. The clips went viral on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? There were a couple of inaccuracies. And mostly because, like, I'm talking to fucking Joe Rogan and, you know, I'm spitting off a whole bunch of shit, and sometimes, you know, two thoughts intersect. You know, sometimes two thoughts will intersect, and there's like a psychological term for that. But Rudy, Tari, and Jack, go ahead, man, call in, bro. And some people are just better at getting to the point. That's really what I try to specialize in, is getting to the point. In fact, what I like to do is tell you my point and then go after. Last night, matter of fact, I should play this. Let me play a clip. I was on the Twitter Spaces last night with Jason Whitlock and them. I'll tell you, hold on. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up now. Here we go. All right. Bing bong. All right, let's go here. Let me take this.
Call from.
Yo.
Hey, good afternoon.
What up, Kev?
Oh, no, this is Jack.
Oh, Jack. What up, Jack?
Not much, man. How you doing today?
I'm good. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, doing all right. Didn't sleep very well. Just insomnia.
Insomnia? I can fix that for you. You want me to fix that for you?
Some master focus?
No. But good point. No, let's walk through that. Can I help you with that?
Oh yeah, man. I'm always open to.
What do you do? What time do you wake up every day?
Oh, it depends. Sometimes I get to bed at like.
No, what time you wake up?
Usually like 7. Sometimes earlier.
7 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, last night I didn't get to sleep till 3.
Mm-hmm. All right, continue.
But
then what happens? What happens? You wake up at 7 and what do you do?
Last night or this morning I woke up much later, but yeah, usually it's well, I haven't been working because a guy I work with, the job kind of ended. Flipping houses is kind of, it's not like 9 to 5 every day. As soon as the house is done, like we're waiting on the next house to go through. So I'm kind of just have some free time and working on music and working with my band and stuff.
Okay, you guys be performing?
Well, I perform at the VFW a couple times a month, and then I work with another band, not the band I'm working with right now. The band I'm working with right now is like a heavy metal band, and then I do hired gun shit. Like some guys hired me last Saturday to just dudes I'd never met. Hey, we need a bass player. Our guy flopped, so I just showed up and played bass, or sometimes I'll play guitar, or I run sound and stuff too.
That's pretty fucking dope. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I've been doing it for 28, 29 years.
Mm-hmm.
Stage musician.
That's fire. Okay. So, all right. Musician, that sounds like really what you want to do. You got a YouTube channel? You got a Rumble channel?
Jack Reeves, the legend.
Okay, I'm going to have to play some of your music on the show, man.
Yeah, you can look up Jack Reeves live.
Where
Jack
at?
Reeves,
On
the
YouTube or
legend.
Rumble?
On YouTube, yeah.
All right, Jack Reeves. I see.
Yeah, Jack Reeves, the legend. I put that because there's like 100 Jack Reeves dudes,
I
and
see
they
that.
all.
I
Yeah,
see.
Jack Reeves, the legend should pop up first.
All right, we subscribed. I just subscribed just now.
Oh my Lord, thank you, brother. I really appreciate that, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I see you. All right, we're going to play some of your shit. I'm going to check your shit out. We're going to play some of your shit, man. See if you got any good talent. You got talent. I want everybody to see that shit, We might need you to do the Goldstein's remix. You know what I'm saying? What's that shit called?
I was thinking about Goldstein's remix, man. And,
listen, you better get on this MAGA
I
grift.
would go just fucking hard. Like, I would go in so fucking hard, but stick to his format.
Yeah.
But then just change it where, like, instead of talking about obese, be like, no, you fat motherfuckers giving yourself diabetes and shit.
Facts.
Because I'm a type 1 diabetic, man, and I'm skinny.
Yeah. You be working out?
Oh, yeah, I try. I mean, it was hereditary for me. I got it at age 26, diabetic ketoacidosis.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Project Rook is somewhere right now fucking wincing. Because she be like, what she say? She be like, the only thing that runs in your family, it runs in your family because you don't run in your family. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
it was very rare. I'm the only one that got it out of 7 brothers and sisters. My first cousin got it at the same exact age, 26.
Yeah.
After he got out of the military. And,
is that the one where you got to take the needle?
Yeah, I actually just shot up long-lasting insulin. So I do that every morning. And then I, as I eat and stuff, and, I don't eat sugar. Well, I do when I get low blood sugar. I got to eat sugar and drink juice. But, like I don't eat any sugar, no carbohydrates, all protein and fiber and fruit and vegetables. I mean, as you would eat fucking a couple 100 years ago, or,
yeah,
that's how you would eat, sugars in fucking everything.
What do you do during the day?
Just working on listening to you. my wife's been yelling at me like, God damn it, you're out there on the fucking porch drinking coffee and shit, listening to your podcast. And I'm like, honey, this guy's badass. I gotta learn some shit, man. And then working on music. I'm leaving here around 3 to go do band rehearsal.
Yeah.
And then
here's what we gonna do.
Oh yeah, we're talking about sleep. Sorry.
Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we are going to change your life right now. Are you ready?
I'm sitting down looking at the forest, man.
2 things that matter in your life most: what time you wake up and what you do before you go to bed. Those are the 2 things that matter most in life. What time you wake up. Now, there's a documentary by app. I think it's called Mind or something like that. But there's a documentary on Netflix about sleep. And from what all the sleep scientist data says is what time you go to sleep does not matter. What time you wake up does. So what they say is even if somebody doesn't get a lot of sleep, if they get the same consistent hours and wake up at the same time of the day every day, they tend to do better as far as energy is concerned. Now, and you tend to sleep better too. So waking up at the same time. Now, what you do before you go to sleep. Now, I would suggest definitely something in the realm of creativity, which is what you do, music. So at some point during the day, but especially at night, I need you to get the YouTube popping. If you pushing on YouTube, like your last video on here is 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get you pushing shit out. And like you know, you might want to just start with the Goldstein record, you know, and take Goldstein. Goldstein could send you, you know, he just started the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So I would start with his lyrics and then just go from there, because he got like the first 2 or 3 bars. That way he can get his writing credits. You know what I'm saying? ASCAP and all of that. You know?
For sure. Yeah, he lives in the same state as me. And him and I could have a cocktail sometime or something.
Word. Get your band together and let's get this MAGA grift. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking 2%. Because, you know.
Copy that.
You're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
If I got to do any more work, I'm taking more percent. I'm trying to get up to 15 on this record.
Shit, I'll just sing it and play it and record it, and you guys can take it and run with it. Just be like, yeah, man. Fucking, that's cool.
Hell yeah. Well, what you want to talk about today when you called in?
So next year, Hotep Con. Before that, I want to praise your journey, safe travels to everyone.
Blessings, thank you.
Lord's blessings upon you. You know, I want you to have the Hobbit's tail there and back again, safe and sound. That's what I pray for every time I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lord, please just get me back home safe. You know, and then so next year, I got you. So the Grand Hotel in Grand Canyon, I think it's called the Grand Hotel in Grand Canyon. It's a huge, fabulous place. I'm sure they got a convention center. You got to check that out, man. Like, that place for next year would literally be like top 5 places in the world. You could actually hold it, man.
Okay.
And it is amazingly beautiful. I mean, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the top 5 places or top 10 places you're supposed to see before you die.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is life changing, man. Absolutely, it has its own gravitational pull and shit.
You ever been to the Hoover Dam?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went back when you could go inside that motherfucker. Now they don't let you inside.
Yeah, when I was a kid, you used to be able to drive over it. You know, before they built that bridge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've driven by it. You know, a thousand times when I worked in. Yeah, when I worked in Vegas and Reno and stuff like that. You know, I was a touring musician for 10 years doing that circuit. You know, Wednesday to Sunday.
Word. Hey man, I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the blessings too, bro. We're gonna see you next year at HotepCon.
Yeah, no, I will definitely do my best to be there. I mean, I just found you a couple months ago.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, I'd love to Love to come and meet up, chat with you guys, man. Oh, pleasure, man. Thank you, and thanks for subscribing to my channel, man. And again, God's blessings to you all. Lord Jesus Christ, blessings to all, and shalom.
Shalom.
Peace. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Yo, Jules, call in, yo. Yeah, I can go back.
Deuteronomy 6 says, teaching about God.
Yeah, I can go back and listen to this when y'all want.
To their children as they walk along.
So, you know, when a Jewish person says it, it's not really debatable.
Where
is it coming from? Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Get married, and reproduce. And I think that's a plan. That's why they're going after masculinity so hard. They want to make it toxic. Just don't want us to.
And then who are its targets, right?
Just don't want us to be traditional and continue to replenish the earth. Jason, you said I should open it up.
Hey, Jason,
Yes,
can I answer my own question?
Oh, please.
All right. So the first question was, where is it coming from? And then who are its targets, right? Now, before I answer my own question, I'd just like to say.
Call from
Rue Scheffner.
Hey, Jules, what up, baby?
What's good, Hotep?
Hotep, family.
Hey, man. Hey, look, you out here bending spoons?
Oh, you absolutely bending the spoon. What spoon? There is no spoon.
Tell them now. Tell them, because that's what's going on right now, man. You out here, again, putting in this good work. I'm out here dissecting this junk. Got my mind racing. Appreciate it. And you got the Hotep Con coming up this week. I wish I could be there, but like I say, man, I'm just now intersecting your path. So, but next year, bro.
Word up. Next year is gonna be litty. We might do a tour, so we might be in a city near you.
Shoot, man, I hope to be able to put a conference together for you in one of my cities, man.
Hey, let me know. I'm there.
Cause shoot, the information. Cause I could put together a nice little program and bring some folks out who need to dissect what you're saying, man. Cause every day, man, I caught the show. I appreciate you yesterday for the shout out, man. I was in line getting something to eat, man, and just, hey, look, we in tune, bro. Cause right now on some real, I'm looking at how the world is showing how we need to be more prepared because how many war fronts it is.
Yeah.
The dead about to have to bury the dead. And if you ain't awoke right now, you ain't gonna wake up. And we ain't gonna have the time to keep trying to go back to A+B, trying to get people to see. If they ain't saw by now, we gotta level and continue to level up because the ones who been putting this work, it's gonna be right beside you where they need to be. Yeah, so it's just like I'm stressing less about trying to convince those who have no idea.
Correct.
And I'm rejoicing more of bumping into those who have the concepts and trying to map it together for a more strategic plan to build a better family unit, a better friendship, neighborhood, community, and so forth.
I always say, the best way to red pill a motherfucker is not to. You could be in a conversation with somebody. I've seen people do this. I've done this in the past where we'll have a conversation and, it'll be some lefty in the group or whatever, some normie. And then they'll bring up something. We'll be like, oh, nothing. You're just like, wait, what? No, what were you going to say? Like nothing. And just try to change the subject. Then they be asking for the information. Remember I was talking about how the brain is like almost like AI where it has to ask for the prompt or something like that. So yeah, once you have somebody who asks for the prompt, then you can red pill them. But once they stop asking for the prompt, then there's no point.
And see, you got your chat full of the real AI aware individuals.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we have to try to transcend certain things that have one meaning, but it's just we reappropriate it for a better meaning. And that's why, in a sense, how you were showing the lady going crazy over a misappropriation of a negative black connotation. Once you remove yourself from that bound up thinking, you're no longer in that box, and you could really see things objectively, you'll be with the grift, because that's her whole problem. She been missing the grift. And she understand that's what we all do is grift. You see some, we've been grifting as a community forever. We see something from another culture, we just try to make it more fly, more better, or fashionable, whatever. And we say you ain't up on this. So ain't nobody doing that. Really, they applauding our culture in a sense by giving you a place to come, bring your black ass and get a tea.
Big facts.
So, no, man, it's just we taking on the wrong battles.
Facts.
And really trying to throw out all our bazookas and rockets where it's a miscellaneous war. You know, so, and it's another thing. Folks really want to be famous for the wrong shit. That was her whole attempt more so than anything, because it was a real issue. Like you said, diplomacy would have been executed versus this nigga rant. You know?
Diplomacy is what a lot of people fail to exhibit, and you get a lot further with good diplomacy, right? The thing is, like, when it comes to weapons, you never want to be in a situation where you have to threaten somebody with a weapon. You know, if the weapon comes into the conversation, your enemy has already been annihilated by said weapon, right? You see what I'm saying? It's an afterthought. Here is the murder weapon. Anything
it's premeditated.
Yeah, you know, we have to move strategically. So we don't want to be in a situation where you walk into these establishments and you threaten people with boycotts, No, show them the true value in working with the community. And if they see the value in it, you'll have a beautiful relationship. And if that establishment doesn't have or doesn't see the value in working with the community and the community working with the local businesses,
what you did, yeah.
Then you don't even do that. You don't even do that. You go to his competitor and you tell his competitor, the guy down the street said he does not want to work with this community. He missed out on a whole lot of. Now, I'm giving you this opportunity because this guy is stupid. And they're going to go, all right, what you need? And you shut. Now, the other business is losing business. Because meanwhile, once you've done that, you've organized the community. Now you organize the community with a silent boycott of that said restaurant. Then he's going to be coming to you. Next time you pull up, he's going to be like, yo, what'd you say about working with the community?
See, that's Othello right there. You went beyond chess, man. You start playing Othello when you start talking like that. how you flip the whole board to white.
Yeah.
Or the black. Either way. But see, that's what I'm saying, my multidimensional thinking without using anger and rage.
No.
And then she missed all the facts beforehand. She could have had researched that business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of times we just don't have a right amount of information, so we misguided, misinformed, and we missed the point. We missed the mark. Again, bro, like, that's why I like talking to you, like listening to you, because you help analyze data more critically and objectively than most out here right now doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, man, to be in line with your thoughts, bro, because some of the shit I get up thinking about, I'm like, this mug right here already on it. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You already retweeting. And it's a lot that sometimes I really want to say, but man, I'm ready for war on another level, because to be honest with you, bro, I've been seeing this shit for 20 years. What's going on now?
Right.
I just picked some squash out my garden, so I've really been preparing to have to fend for yourself, because if the electrical grid goes off, even with cryptocurrency, we have to be the 6G for that money to work. If it ain't no way you can plug into nothing, and that's where they're pushing us into. So working out, getting that fresh air, getting your grounding, getting that sunlight early morning, that moonlight, that celestial light. We just got to stay in tune with the natural way, and we will find a superior way through the elements.
Right.
So I tell people, don't stress, man. Just stay positive, and just stay true to what you love.
Absolutely.
You know,
Big facts. Hey man, I appreciate the
don't know if
energy,
it's gonna
man. I
keep it
appreciate the charge up. I always need that, especially going in Hotep Con. I appreciate you. I'm gonna remember your words, my G.
Hey, bro, that's why I'm here, man, because I swear to divine allowing me to help you help me, because this is what it's all about.
I need it. Don't think I don't
This
need
is
it. I
what
need
it's all
it.
about. I can feel it.
What's a
I'm
God?
in
What's a
tune,
God?
bro.
What's a God to a non-believer?
Come on now. Hit the button on it one more time. Hotep, you a genius.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep and Bill, my G. And I told you, man, I'm going to see you soon.
All right, we going to link.
That's what he do.
All right, Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
Shout out to Jules and Grandma. Appreciate y'all. Need that. I need that charge up. I need y'all to gas me up. That's what makes me better. Without y'all, like, what's a God without believers? A God needs believers. Jeff Jules said HJ got that business IQ. I have a really high business IQ. Interesting you spot that. Thank you. Metastep. Where do you want me to send the clip? HotepJesus @gmail. Thank you. Damn, y'all sent the clip? My man. HotepJesus @gmail. Ooh. Here go Rudy.
Call from
Strong Dad.
Oh, Strong Dad. Strong Dad, what up, yo?
What up? What up?
What up? What up?
Hey, man. So I was doing some hard work, so I unfortunately missed pretty much the majority of the show. I was out of service, but I just wanted to call in, you know what I'm saying, and wish everybody a happy Hotep Con who's going to show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wish I could be there next year. You know what I'm saying? I done missed every Hotep Con so far. You know, my daughter was born for the first one, and that was obviously more important. You know, the second one, I was trying to get my business out the struggle bus, and now I just got a lot of contracts that I need to fulfill so I can move my family to a better place. So
there you go.
You know, I wish I could be there, but more pressing matters had to come first. But I'm going to be there for that next one. So, you know, I hope y'all have a fantastic Hotep Con. You know what I'm saying? This is y'all one reprieve from having a dicky do, because when I show up at the next one, y'all all better be fit. You know what I'm saying? Looking good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really have my prayers and all that out for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Safe travels to everybody getting out there. You know what I'm saying? Much respect. It's all love.
Hey,
That's really
that,
all
man.
I was calling for, man.
Hey, appreciate it. I need that, man. I'm about to get on the plane. I'm about to hit Vegas. Cannon, everybody out there already. Unc land after me.
Cannon already out there?
Yeah, Cannon out there. Doe out there. Unc gonna land after me.
Yo, man, take it to Unc, man. He trying to bring them black forces on you. You better take it. Take it, Unc.
Unc's a lightweight. He can't hang with me. He's a PA nigga. And he not from Philly. I could see if he was from Philly, then he might be able to hang with me. I'm from Jersey. All we do is talk shit. That's what we
from
do.
Pennsylvania.
I be having to hold back. I gotta hold my punches with Unc. I might destroy him. I can't destroy Unc. I can't destroy one of my greatest investments.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Yo, hey, get on him. He lucky, because if I was there, I'd be watching his diet that whole time. So you know what I mean.
Yeah, we gonna watch him.
Make sure y'all get Unc right. You know what I'm saying? Get him in the gym away from them kettlebells for a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Show him what it is.
Big facts. I appreciate you, Metastep. Yeah,
absolutely.
Man. Thanks, man. I appreciate the love, though, yo.
Absolutely, man. Much love. Hotep and Bill, yo.
Hotep and Bill. I want to do the tour next year. All right, let's go.
Say I love Jewish people. Shout out to all my Jewish homies, Shalom, and all of that. You know what I mean? Just want to get that out the way, just so there's no confusion going forward. Where is it coming from? Okay, the LGBT thing is a branch of Bolshevism. Okay, and what Bolshevism likes to do is it likes to divide, right? Commonly by class, right? But they also divide using other pieces of culture, right? But we know that because the gay agenda is a branch of the liberalism of the Bolshevism, where does that mindset proliferate? And that mindset proliferates in colleges and universities, okay? When we send our children to college and universities, they come out fucked up, excuse my German, okay? So to answer that question, where is it coming from? I don't want to do the guy up in the sky, Freemason. I don't want to do all of the Illuminati shit. Let's point out where they are placing their pieces strategically on the chessboard. And they are placing their pieces strategically on the chessboard in education. And we're starting to see a lot of rebellion against the teachers' unions. Now, who are its victims? Who are its victims? His victims are the marginalized and the unattractive, because Bolshevism naturally is a parasite, so it needs a host. Once it latches onto a host, it's going to grift off of whatever its struggle it is. And the sad part is it needs to struggle to persist in order to be a parasite. And that's what makes this thing so dangerous. And once the energy is sapped from it, then what happens? It goes to a new host. Now, last thing I'll say is, going back to the first question of where it's coming from. Once upon a time in 2016, Twitter gave us the hit list. It was called the Twitter Trust and Safety Council. And just to highlight a few names up here, for Royce, ADL, okay, yeah, they up here, Royce. Center for Democracy and Technology, Cyber Civil Rights Initiative, GLAD, and others. Now, who was the real Trojan horse for the gay agenda? Can anybody please tell me? I'm going to tell you, I can't wait. Black Lives Matter, okay? Black Lives Matter, the organization, is where all of this came through. Black Lives Matter was the wormhole of the great black grifting, where everything had changed, especially for black people. And what they did was they infiltrated the colleges, and then they got these organizations and shit, and then they just all started proliferating from there. So now I'm not saying this to attack them. What I'm saying is, for the rest of us, we need to study the playbook and mimic it and make it better for our own ideology, because the playbook is the playbook. All you got to do is plug and play the ideology.
Hotep, that's some of your best work. Good job.
Hey, I'm on the Grift Report. I'm on the Grift Report 2 p.m. every day. Is fire every day. You feel me? Grift Report on Rumble 2 p.m. Eastern. You know where to get that fire at, okay?
You know what I'm saying?
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I had to put that shit on Smash. You know what I'm saying? I had to put that conversation on Smash. This is what we do. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can go listen to that. That's Jason's Twitter Spaces. Doesn't matter if Obama is gay. You know. Go listen to that. It's really great. I need that clip of Jason. Jay said, who is speaking? He's spitting. I need the clip where Jason says, Hotep Jesus, that's some of your best work. We're going to get Jason up on the board. We're going to add Jason Whitlock. I need that. Hotep Jesus, that's some of your best work. I need that clip. Somebody clip that one for me too. If you can, please. Please and thank you. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's funny is the Grift Report makes me better. The consistency of the oration, pause, makes me a better speaker. It keeps my sword sharp. But unfortunately, my tongue is going to get a break, at least from the internet. I'll be speaking this weekend. We'll be speaking Friday and Saturday. I'll be doing, Tanai, Riggs, Cooley, Sonny, and Rook, they're going to be doing most of the speaking. I'll be interviewing. I'll do a little bit of speaking. But even that is going to be a practice and a meditation within itself. But I really enjoy the call from Jules, especially. You know, he always charges me up. And I just like to acknowledge that as a human being. You know, people say, oh, y'all gassing them up. Y'all gassing them up. It's just like, yeah, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to gas your friends up. You know, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to, you know, inflate their ego and pump them up, because you never know how they feel when these cameras turn off. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, they get on YouTube and they turn these cameras off and they be depressed, suicidal. Your favorite streamer be turning the camera off and be suicidal, bro. I'm telling you, it'll happen. It'll happen. So when people call and they show me love, it's a form of therapy. It's a form of therapy. It's keeping me mentally healthy. And I just want to acknowledge that and appreciate that. We also got to acknowledge my producers of the show, Jason and Jabari, the Triple J Pack. Taylor, appreciate you, bro. Brody, Trish, my 2 white handlers. And finally, Leah, my other white handler. Appreciate y'all. Cadillac, I'm going to see Cadillac tomorrow. He was my first white handler. Chad was my first white handler. So yeah, got to show love to the family. And one last thing I want to do before I leave. I actually thought of this today. Hold on. Where was it? Hold on. I wanted to show you this breakdown we have on the website so you could check it out. So as you know, the QR code will apply the discount. It'll take you right to this website. But I wanted to show you right here. Hold on. The formula for Master Focus. So people have asked, about our formula. It's a unique formula. You can't find this formula anywhere. The ingredients are here. These are the ingredients. Okay. And then, but down here, I want you to see how it's really functioning. So you can see a bottom to top approach, top to bottom, bottom to top, whatever the fuck. Right here. So it's going to have your memory amplifiers. And further down the page, it'll show you which ones are your memory amplifiers. Because you got the things that actually improve your memory. And as someone who partakes in the indulgence of the flower, I can say this does counteract short-term memory. My short-term memory is still on point, even while indulging. So, and it's interesting to feel that battle go on inside my head as the master focus overpowers the ganja. Anyway, then you got your brain builders, right? You can't really have because this ain't, some people sell drugs where it's like it's going to give you a brain boost for a little bit and it's going to go away, right? What we're doing is we're like fully detoxing not fully, I can't say fully, but we're detoxing the brain, right? We're trying to restore the brain and make it young again, take some of the aging off, right? So then you got the brain builders. So that's what this is, facilitate optimal brain function. Then you got your energy boosters. If you don't have energy, you can't really get work done. You can't really be productive. So you do need energy. And usually when you have energy, it means you're in a good mood, which comes to our next part, which is mood enhancers. So the energy boosters and the mood enhancers sort of work together, right? And, if you're not in the mood to work, then you probably just not going to work, So a lot of times people's problem is like a depression, right? It's like, I don't have the energy to move and I have a depression. So we could have also marketed this as an antidepressant, but that's coming soon. Then you have right here gut health, and this has to do with the enteric nervous system. You guys have seen me put this on your screen before. Let me show you a bit of science. Let's go Wiki right there. All right, everybody trusts Wiki, right? Right there, enteric nervous system. Oops. Shout out to the CTO of our company. CTO of our company is Dr. Tanai Riggs. So it says enteric nervous system. Enteric nervous system, or intrinsic nervous system, is one of the main divisions of the autonomic nervous system. Okay? See right here, it says main divisions of the autonomic nervous system, and consists of a mesh-like system of neurons that governs the function of the gastrointestinal tract. It is capable of acting, right here, this is very important, it is capable of acting independently of the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So this thing is operating completely independent of the rest of the nervous system, although it may be influenced by them. The ENS is nicknamed, right here, the second brain. Okay, so this is why we don't want to just focus on the brain. Okay, we don't want to just focus on the brain. We got to focus on your gut too. And some of y'all be eating shit. So this is going to help clean up some of the shit in your stomach. And it's not, now Master Focus is not the type of detox that's going to make you go shit. It's not going to do that. You know, it's simply going to help maintain, a healthy balance with the bacteria. And the type of bacteria that your stomach will produce, productive bacteria, instead of, some of the sludge or whatever nasty shit y'all been eating. You know what I'm saying? So it's a top-down, bottom-up approach. That's the Master Focus. The QR code on your screen is going to apply the discount. It's like half off. So, you hit the QR code. It's going to take you in. It's going to apply automatically. Discount is at checkout. So go to checkout and you'll see the discount apply there. If you're in the United States, shipping is free. It's going to come to your doorstep every single month. You know what I'm saying? Follow the directions and thank me later. I had another gentleman hit me up today. Said he really appreciated the formula. It was I think it was under the Master Focus tweet where he was oh no, I know where it is. It's right here. Right here. Right here, Stormbringer says, I can actually put in extra hours at work and not feel overly exhausted or brain numb. This is the good shit. Keyword, this is the good shit. Because there's a lot of shit out there, right? And I'm Hotep Jesus, and we're a Hotep, so we're always going to go 100% herbal for the most part. So that's what we did, It's got mushrooms in there, but still, I guess that's considered an herb. But yeah, this is the good shit. This is the good shit. So I appreciate him, shout out to him getting, more productivity. That's the shit I use. Keeps me on fucking point, About to go get ready for my flight, man. I'm gonna miss y'all. No Grift Report till I get back Monday. I'm gonna see if actually no, I'm gonna run down on Trump. I'm gonna run down on Trump on Monday, and then I'll make it back for the Grift Report, and then I'll tell you what happened, or I would have live streamed. If I live stream, I'm gonna live stream directly to my locals. So if you want that Trump footage, I'm not gonna live stream. I'm a live stream for the motherfuckers that are contributing to the Hotep Jesus locals community. That's where you can talk to me. We can all talk together, create discussions. It's really dope. And I'm pretty much a part of that community, so I respond, So utilize that to your great benefit. The young Pharaoh interview was in there too. Somebody asked for it last night. So if you need that link, that's in the locals community. But yeah, so anything private will be, anything with that Trump situation or anything private or BTS will go locals first. So yeah, I'm gonna run down on Trump Monday, and then Grift Report Monday. So I'll be gone all weekend. And if you want to keep up with me, like I said, keep up with me on my locals. That's why I'll be communicating with people. A lot of people have hit me up like, Hotep, how do I get in touch with you? If you was in my locals community, you wouldn't have to ask me that. You would have access to me already, to be honest. Hey man, y'all have a great time. I'm gonna miss y'all. Hotep and Built.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.